We're just kidding. Hey everyone, welcome back to Bloss Talks. Today I have a special guest.
Hi. Hi, I'm Karla.
And she's...
Stop! No, you need to give me more prep because I don't know what I'm saying.
No. This is just so casual, like, it's just me and my 10 viewers. So do not even worry.
Are we restarting that then?
No.
Okay.
I think it's funny. But I'll edit it out.
Okay.
So I have Karla with me and we're roommates.
Woo!
We actually met in a very funny way.
I mean,
So-
I wouldn't say it was funny, but
Yeah, to be honest, it wasn't that weird. So this video is kind of about moving to London and experience. So we've been in London for less than a year. It's been about what, 6
months.
Yeah, 6 months.
yeah.
So about half a year, and I have a lot of good things to say. So we're just kind of gonna run through that and like share our experiences with you guys. We met on Spare Room.
Are you gonna tell the story or should I?
You can buy it anytime.
Okay, go on.
So I think it was around May, and I was like, I want to move out, and I said to myself, I'm gonna move out in the next month. And then one of my co-workers told me about this app called Spare Room, and I was just scanning the apps. First of all, I was applying for actual spare rooms, getting rejected left, right, center. No one wanted me in their room. Okay. So I was like, okay, let me why don't I buddy up with someone? Because then I realized you can actually buddy up in the system, which is quite cool. And I was looking at people who I thought would be nice. Who just seemed nice, kind, not scary. I met Karla, and then we went to view a 2-bedroom.
No, you've missed the whole bit.
Ooh.
So initially I was planning to buddy up with someone else, and then we were looking for a third person for this like 3-bed flat.
Oh.
Right, and then Blossom messaged me, and I was like, oh, okay. So we had like a group chat, and we realized that she wanted to live in the places we didn't want to live.
Who is this?
Remember? No. Oh my gosh. So I don't know, I guess Blossom got fed up, and then she just texted me on the side. She's like, there's a viewing for a 2-bed, I'm gonna book it, are you coming with me? Well, obviously not. She didn't say it like that, but she's like, hey, do you want to go for this like viewing for a 2-bed? It's in Hampstead, it's like really nice and stuff, let's go check it out. And I was like, yeah, sure, I'm always down for anything. So then, yeah.
I can't believe that was someone else. I did not remember that.
You know the group chat is still there on my phone.
Where was it?
iMessage.
I do not remember this. I need to read through this because wow. Wow, I'm so good. Okay. So that happened apparently. Then we went to Hampstead. We went to view the place. It was tiny.
It was cute, but tiny and ridiculously expensive for how small it was.
Mhm.
Like, no.
We would have been paying like what? Over £900, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was 900 starting price
Without
without
bills. Mm.
Yeah.
Like right now we pay under 600. So a win's a win. So yeah, that is how we met. Actually, okay, let's continue. So we saw that, and then we're like, yeah, no. And there was a couple viewing it as well.
Yeah.
And then we're like, yeah, we're not gonna get it, because they were like, they prioritize couples, families. Okay.
I don't know why it's a very like girly. But it was a cute place, that won't lie. But the rooms were ridiculously small.
Yeah, there was one room that was really small, and I was like, I can't come in here because I have products to make. Like I have stuff to do, and Karla was like, I can't come in either. So we're like,
As
okay.
we know, I have a lot of stuff. So
Yeah. So we looked past that one, and then we went to Nando's in Hampstead. And
actually, it was in Kilburn because it's right down the road.
Oh right.
Yeah.
And then while browsing,
We found a place.
a 4-bed that was reasonably like this price, under 600, and it looked modern. Like that, we had criterias. And I remember, Karla, when you were telling me your criteria, I was just like, this is not realistic. Like, we're not gonna find a place that's modern kitchen, blah blah blah. In zone 2, I was like,
I didn't mind the zones, but like there's that one wood that if I see that in the room, I'm not staying in the room. And everyone that I'm really close with knows I have this really weird thing about this type of wood. It's just it's ugly and I don't like it.
yeah, I know.
It really puts me off. And also, why should I be seeing mold in your shower, in your like ads? or your bathtub? Why should there be more than your ads?
Like you can tell if the landlord just doesn't care about the place.
Yeah.
So yeah, in this place, the toilets looked nice, the rooms modern, the kitchen modern. We were like, yes. And so we had to find 2 more extra people, and this is where my 2 other roommates come in. I messaged like about 100 girls for this 2 bed.
Really?
I messaged a lot of people. I was shameless. I was just there like, do you want a room? Do you want a room? But yeah, literally only those 2 got back to me, so it worked out perfectly. Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Literally, I had to chase them because they were like, Patricia was like, no, I really want a room, like I need to work. And I was like, yeah. And then she kind of like aired me for days. I was like, okay. And then yeah, Claudia as well. So it worked out perfectly. And then I was able to move literally 2nd day of June.
Yeah.
So there is a housing crisis. I've been watching TikToks and people are really suffering out there.
I swear they said it's getting a bit better now.
Really?
Yeah, that's what they've been saying. I don't know.
I saw this girl and she looked at this viewing for a house and she loved it. It was like £2,000. And then she put the offer straight away. But she didn't know that 2 different agencies were looking at it.
Mm-hmm. And
the other agency, she got outbid. Someone decided to pay 2 years up front. 2 years up front. I was
no,
like,
you know what? It's actually people that are breaking the housing like market because people are just being ridiculous with their offers. So the agencies think they can like up the prices.
Yeah.
And no one's gonna
To be honest,
care. And
people are like, it's probably like a uni student or something, which is like, you have no chance. You can't pay 3 years up front, like, bro. It came up to like what, like 40, like almost 50k, and I was like,
absolutely not.
to rent. Okay.
I bet you use a tiny shoebox room as well.
No, it was decent to be fair.
Really?
But it wasn't in central.
Not
It was like far out, so it wasn't worth the price either. Like, this is what I don't get. But anyways, we're in like what, zone 4, zone 3,
yeah,
zone 4.
3-4 border. Yeah.
Yeah, and it's to be honest, I work from home, so I'm fine. But I know the people who like go out a bit more annoyed.
I don't mind it because I'm close to work anyway.
Oh yeah,
so...
true. Yeah. It's Claudia. I pity her. Like the times I go into work and I look at where she's going, I'm like, damn.
Yeah.
Every day, damn. So yeah, that is a bit about how we met and like our living situation. How do you feel about like meeting people? Did you when you were moving or before you moved, were you like, oh my god, I'm gonna meet so many people in London?
To be fair, I didn't know how it was gonna go. Yeah, I was just like, whatever happens, and I think I was more concerned about getting along with everyone in the flat because obviously like I'd only really spoken to you. I was hoping it'd be all, because I've had some interesting living situations in the past, like uni flatmates. So it was just like, hopefully everyone gets on this, no issues. Yeah.
Fair enough. I mean, yeah, that turned out perfect, right? For me, I was definitely looking forward to meeting so many people. I was saving places on TikTok where all the places I was gonna try. Like this was literally right at the start of summer as well, so I was excited to to explore London. And to be fair, I met a few people.
Good.
I don't really know what I'm asking. I know. Okay, we do go out a lot. Like,
we're very spontaneous. I think
Yeah.
that's what it is. Yeah.
yeah.
Like-
Like I'm thinking of some places we've been, but I can't think of.
There's been a lot because literally I'll be in my room and then you'll text me and you'll be like, "Are you doing anything tonight?" I'm like, "No." Why? Like literally like today. I was like, "Why? What have you got like on your mind?" And then you'd be like, "Oh, let's go to this place. Let's go to that place." And I'd be like, "Okay."
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's literally how it
Or I'll
goes.
be like, "I'm bored. I want to go somewhere tomorrow," and you'll be like,
Okay. Yeah, basically, I'm definitely down to explore. Like literally, the week I moved in, like the next day I went to the open theater. Then the next day we went to that brunch at the Blue Ivy. Do you not remember? All the way in the east.
"Oh yeah, the one by the water."
Yeah,
that
and
was a cute place.
Yeah, that was a cute
Yeah.
place. It was far though. That was funny.
was.
And then we saw like a wedding happening So that was like, that's what I love about London. It's just so kind of random in that way. You just
And I feel
think
like
of stuff.
there's just a lot. There's so much to do, but everywhere's a bit far. But like once you get there, there's a lot to do.
Yeah.
So
I feel like, especially for us, because we're in the north, I feel like everything is like
no,
not even east or.
No, that's just the places we've been going. There's actually a lot of places in north as
Really?
well, but we just don't go there.
Okay, we need to definitely check that out sometime. Not now, because I need to save. I've also been to a lot of like some events, like tech events, business events.
Lots
So,
of like networking. It's not all about partying. Sometimes you actually need to be like career focused and serious and just kind of like think about what could actually make your life better.
Exactly. Like I really try to network, even though I really don't know how to network. What is the point of the conversation we're having? Is it to actually be friends? Because it's not working.
I feel like it's just more about having contact in different parts of the industry or in different industries that you can kind of just like reach out to and just be like
randomly message on LinkedIn. That's
I mean, if you've got a question or anything, some people might be happy to answer, some people might just be like, nope. And yeah.
True. To me, I feel like it's about talking to as many people as you can and just trying to see what you have in common with everyone, just as friends, and then that can go somewhere. But then, yeah, I don't know what to ask.
There's also like that aspect of you never know who you're going to meet, and like I'm not saying go out looking to meet people for opportunities, but you never know what could come your way. Like you could meet someone, talk to them about what you do, and they're like, oh, actually I know someone that needs help with this or something similar to what you're doing, and they could give you like link you up with some really good or interesting opportunities.
Exactly, like that's the goal. I'm pretty sure that's why everyone's like networking. But yeah, so but in terms of that, we've been to like Black Tech Fest,
Black Business Show.
Yes. And then we went to that the Black Sales, Black Tech Sales Network.
That's
and it was in like this. It was in Oakridge in what was it? Like East London Central, and it was in some nice building, and I just felt very professional. And they were selling like jollof and. Do you know they selling jollof?
Yeah, it was just like
food.
African and Caribbean because they have rice and peas. And,
jerk chicken. So that was really cool. Like being exposed to opportunities like that are amazing. I just feel like such a woman. So yeah, that's in terms of me. Because you definitely get the opportunity. Sometimes you might need to do stuff alone. Like I went to a pool party by myself, and when I tell people this, they're like, "What?" Yeah, it was in the middle of nowhere.
But you went with a group of people who were going to meet, like it was a party so people could get to know each other. That's different.
Yeah, that's true. But yeah, I was asking around, like no one wanted to go, which was fine because it's a bit random.
I wanted to, but I was away that weekend.
Unfortunately,
because if not, I definitely would have gone.
Yeah. So yeah, just stuff like that. Put yourself out there. Kind of do stuff like you would be scared to do. If no one wants to do it, just go alone. You will meet people that are also alone, definitely. How do you deal with the expense? Like, London's expensive, right? Bro, I don't think I've saved it. I don't want to talk about it. But yeah, it's expensive. Obviously, the rent takes like half my pay. Okay, maybe less than half. But before, like over the summer, I was really like, I can't say no to everything. If there's a birthday party happening, I'm going. If there's a pool party, I'm going. If there's an event, I'm going. And even like TFL charges, I'm like,
you know what? That's where it gets you. Is the train like travel cost.
Oh, it comes at midnight as well. My friend like, £16. I'm like,
because when you think about it, spending like over £100 a month on travel. Well, I am anyways because I have to go to the office and then like when we go out the weekends and stuff. Yeah.
Actually, I tried. Like I put it all on a spreadsheet and now I'm trying to like see where I can cut down costs. With TFL, I saw it was over like 100. I was like, actually not. Like I will walk. Like what even? But then I looked at the Uber. I remember Uber for 1 month. I think I took like 3 Ubers and it was like £60. I was like, yeah, I will definitely just stick with the bus because so stuff like that I think is good to keep track, because then you can like go back to the last month and reflect.
Yeah.
Even in shopping, you can be like, okay, yeah, I spent too much shopping. But I don't really spend that much shopping because I shop Shein. Where else does the money go? Groceries are quite expensive, especially for days like you don't want to cook and then you kind of order in.
Yeah.
I really try to avoid that. No, but okay, eating out,
Yeah.
definitely is the biggest, because it's just not something you can avoid except you just don't go out. And of course, gym costs as well. What, £20 a month?
Isn't it 30?
It was $19.95.
Why do I think it was 30?
If it was 30, that would definitely be overpriced.
No, I'm really confused now, but okay.
No, it's definitely, you know. Like the
No,
first
I
month it
remember.
was 31 because
That's why I thought it was
you're
30.
paying twice for the first and last month,
Yeah.
basically. So yeah, that's in terms of expense, and then the bills as well. They just come up at the end and you're just like, oh, for goodness sake.
To be fair, bills, they're not that bad. They could be worse.
To be honest, it's split between 4 people.
Yeah.
I feel like it's high because I look at these people's like, what I spend a day in my life,
Yeah.
and they're like gas, electricity, £30. I'm like, what?
But if there's one person, right, and they're always in the office, they're not at home, when they leave the house, everything's off. It's usually just when they're like cooking and then going to bed.
That is fair.
Whereas when there's 4 of us and then like we work from home, some days you always work from home, and we're all just in and out doing things at different times. It's definitely going to be higher. But I feel like when we split it, it's fine because it could be a lot worse.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
I don't think it's bad split, but when I add it together, I'm like, it seems too high. But gas, electricity, I don't feel like the heater's on all. Okay, actually, lately. To be honest, yeah. Council tax is high. I don't. That's a bit high.
Council tax is probably like half the bills.
I'm like, why is it so expensive? Like, where are we to be paying that much for council tax? Let's talk about work quickly. I mean, you already mentioned like you go into work most days. Do you think like being in London, in the London area, makes it a bit more fun? There's more things to do like after work.
Definitely, especially because like my office is such a like nice, bubbly environment. So like we always have end of month socials and everything. So we just go to different places around Camden Town, or like sometimes even into central London, and it's just really interesting. Yeah.
That's good, yeah. Imagine if you were like what? In Norwich.
I've not been there, so I couldn't tell you what that's gonna be like.
I don't know either. I haven't been. My office is in Shepherd's Bush, and to be honest, the area is pretty busy. Train journey is like what, almost like 1.5 hours. I do not like going.
Oh.
But yeah, the area is nice. I always get Taco Bell because of you, and because the queue is always short, like compared to McDonald's, which is next door, which is always full.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, working in London, going to office in London just makes me feel like grown, you know.
Yeah.
And then you see everyone in like suits, and then I'm like in casual jeans and stuff.
I don't know what trains you're getting on where you see everyone in suits.
Around like what?
Well, it's like when you go to the central line.
Yeah. Or just when I'm walking around the actual train station.
What, like Shepherd's Bush station?
So the Tottenham Court, and I'm walking around.
That's central. That makes more sense.
Yeah.
Like between here and Camden Town, you don't see that many people in suits.
Fair. Yeah, no one's really in suits like in my job anyways. It's pretty chill. So that's nice. And lastly, would you recommend to a friend
to move to London? See, I think it comes down to you personally. If you're someone who's interested in exploring and meeting new people, and obviously you're not gonna get offended by the fast-paced movement of London, then yeah, go ahead. But if you're someone who, I don't know, just struggles to like get integrated into things, or doesn't like to live a fast-paced life and would rather be in like somewhere more like familiar, I guess, and comfortable, like a small town, or just somewhere where it's a lot quieter, then maybe it's not for you. Because I feel like it's just all about keeping up with the pace. Yeah.
That's a really good answer.
Thank you.
Write that down. No, yeah, I agree, definitely. I do think it's something good to experience though.
Yeah, definitely.
Especially if you've like lived somewhere else your whole life and went to uni somewhere else, coming to London for work, even for a few years to get used to it. You might love it, even though it's not something you've experienced, or you might absolutely hate it.
Yeah.
Think it's overpriced. Think people are rude. Like,
it's not for everyone.
It's not. No.
Yeah.
Like whenever I go back to Ipswich, I'm literally like get on the bus and I was like, hey, hello, how are you? Like literally, okay, like the bus driver, I'll just be like, he's expecting like, hey, I'm like, hey, and then I go and sit down and then someone turns back like, hello, I'm like, hi, just like, and they're forcing convo, but everyone there is like what, over 50, so they're just really talkative, and at times I'm just like, please just. I don't want to talk. I remember one time I went to McDonald's, I sat down, someone sat opposite me and I was like, what? I had my earphones in and he was just like, I was like, no.
Yeah, not in London.
Absolutely not. But yeah, I guess that's different in different societies. But yeah, I would recommend. I think London is a lot like New York, and there's tons of like just going to Canary Wharf and seeing like the sights.
What sights? Don't kill me.
Oh, what are you talking about? The waterfront, the yachts, the high rise.
I'm just messing with you.
I was like, no. I don't know. There's something about it that just feels like it's somewhere like cool, somewhere important. I don't know. But yeah, that's my opinion. I think it's good to try out, but be warned, you'll be worn out very quickly if you're not careful and broke. But yeah, that is the video. Thank you so much, Karla, for joining me to talk about London. Enjoyed your company. So see you on the flip side. Bye.
Hey.